All right, we are back here at the mobile home today, getting some more work done on the bedroom. Now, a couple little jobs we have to tackle. First one is sanding the floor. The last time we were here, we decided to go ahead and do some hole filler, wood putty on all the little chips and gouges in the floor. There was some pretty big ones actually. So we filled in the gouges and we had to wait for that to dry. It's dry, so we're going to be sanding it today. Now the whole goal here is to just get it somewhat smooth. This doesn't have to be pretty. It's not a perfect floor, but our plan is to paint it so that we can seal up all the paper. We're going to be doing that later today. We're doing paint prep right now. And the whole purpose of the paint, not to be confused, it's not the finished floor. It's just to seal the floor. And I'll talk about that a little later on when I'm doing it. Now that we're done with the sanding, I'm going to do some electrical work. Might as well get that done before we paint so that we can get one step ahead. Now, it's pretty simple. We're going to be doing outlets. And we are using the Leviton Decora Edge series outlets, which feature these little snap lock connections. There are no screws. It's very safe. These are excellent for the metal boxes that we're using especially. Quick and easy, I'll show you guys the install on those. Now you might be wondering why I'm not attaching the ground wires. There is a spot for a ground wire, but here's the thing. I'm using metal boxes. My metal boxes are grounded. And these are self-grounding outlets. Self-grounding outlets don't require a ground wire with a metal box because they self-ground. So this right here, me screwing the outlet in, is the ground wire. And because it's residential work, we put them in that way. Looks like we need to connect this. Last one here, and I wanted to show you guys this one. I just put this box in the wall because we had to do an old work box here. But this one, I do need to ground the outlet because we are using a plastic box. So let's get that in there. Yeah, I'm upside down. it around. There we go. Well, I got all the outlets in. That's looking good. Now, I know a lot of people do like to pigtail their outlets. If you don't know what that means, it doesn't matter. But we are daisy chaining, so going feed through outlets. And both methods are totally acceptable. And I know there's a little bit of passion there, so don't get caught up in that debate. It doesn't matter. Now, I don't think we bought outlet and switch plates, so we'll have to wait on that, but that's good enough. I'm going to go ahead and vacuum the room so we can get painting that floor. Okay, I'm ready to paint, so let's get right into it. I'm going to mention that this paint is actually an old bucket of paint from our house. We had leftovers, and so we're going to use it up. So it doesn't cost us any extra to do this job. It's just a little time. Now, the whole point of painting the floor is just because we feel like it's a little dirty and nasty, and we don't like that dusty, dirty, nasty feeling. We will be installing a finished floor on top of that subfloor. The paint is not necessary. It's just an extra step that we feel like doing. It only serves to benefit our own peace of mind. So that's the story behind that. We're going to paint the floor. It's going to look nice and clean, and it's going to feel nice, and then we'll be happy putting a floor down. So that's basically all it is, sealing up the old dirty, nasty paper and junk that's on the old subfloor. But it may have a secondary benefit, and that is vapor retardation. So what I'm hoping is that by painting the floor, it also can help slow down moisture that may come up from under the house. Now, we're going to try to seal up under the house, but if there is moisture and humidity, we want to stop it from getting up into the floor and causing problems. So I'm hoping that the paint seals the wood as well as just makes us feel better. Now this is looking a lot better. We got the floor all painted up, and while Evie was doing that, I went ahead and carried in a load of lumber, a major load. We got another stack of the Smart Side and a whole bunch of trim boards. I went to the store to pick up some more of the Smart Side, and I saw that the trim boards were marked down. I think they're getting rid of them. So I grabbed a bunch. I probably need more, but I decided this is the perfect time to save some money, stock up, and we can use them for various trim in the house. I'll show you that up close sometime, but that is the actual Smart Side trim that goes with these panels. So with that in mind, it's all going to match and gives us a theme to work with. Because honestly, I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do with the trim work, and now I know. So we're going to go with it. That'll be coming soon. You probably want to know what we're going to be working on next with those new panels, and that is this area, the dining nook. This is going to be the little dining room, and we just want to do this section. I think this is going to be nice to get finished up. Shouldn't be too hard. It was a small chunk. It wasn't too many panels, so that's what we're doing right here. And we can work on this while we're waiting for flooring and other materials to come in for the bedroom. We're going to try to finish that bedroom up as much as we can before moving on officially to a new space though, so stay tuned for that, but that's all we have for now. We're going to go home and
eat.
do other things. Well, we made it back home and we made some good progress today. But I know it's not as good as some of you guys want to see. Sometimes the jobs are a little bit slow, but we're getting there. What I do have coming is I ordered the flooring, and that'll be hopefully coming soon. And we will be getting to the trim work, especially around the ceiling, pretty soon. As soon as possible, maybe tomorrow. And I'm actually really excited to keep going on that bedroom because it's coming out good. And we've had some plans change that I can't wait to show you. And it's going to be really nice to see the ceiling complete, because when you guys watch us renovate, you're seeing like a painting being made. And sometimes, some people will see it when it's half done and think it's done, and think, oh, that doesn't look so good. But you have to wait till the end, when it's all together. And that's what we're going to see with the ceiling, I think. Once the trim is on it, all the battens and everything, it's going to look a lot nicer in there. And since, once again, we find ourselves waiting for paint to dry, which is probably dry right now, but waiting for flooring to come, waiting. I'm going to keep working on other things around our house. You have to remember that just because we're working on the mobile home doesn't mean things stop here. We do continually work on our home, little things here and there. I'm going to get this box made so I can pour a little slab here. And I'm going to do that because I need to buy concrete for the core filling that we were doing on the other day, building the blocks. We're going to pick up some new blocks, new concrete. So I'm going to get this little spot ready, building a form. And I think this will work perfectly. So I'm going to get this lined up. I'm going to set it in the stone a little bit, not too deep. And it's going to be perfect and beautiful. I guess that's all we have for now. Thanks for watching and supporting us as we renovate that mobile home. Guys, did I tell you what we want to do with that mobile home? What the plan is right now is we're going to try to finish out the mobile home, because as an investment, we have money into it and we have to make it work for us. So it's got to get done. Can't sit there forever. That's the focus right now. After it's finished, we're going to camp out there. We're going to use it as our little camp because we have some major work to do on this whole house. Hawk. We explained it before, but basically we have a lot of siding work to do. Siding work involving removing our windows. Even though we put new windows in, it was kind of temporary because we still have a lot of major work to do. So we're going to remove the windows, remove the siding, do all kinds of work. It's going to take time. And we thought it'd be convenient to have a place to go so we can do that work without having to sleep, without windows in the house, you know, kind of weird. So we've done that plenty of times. So the point is, we have a place of convenience. We have a time of convenience right now where we're comfortable and we're going to get ourselves set up to do it right this time, where we have a clean, dry, safe place to go. We can camp out, finish up some of the exterior work on this house, and that'll make it a lot more convenient for us. So that's the plan right now, is that. So that's why the focus is the mobile home. So good. Well, thanks for watching, and until next time, take care. And that reminds me, I have to get the table saw loaded up so that we can do the trim on the ceiling, because we're going to have to rip some wood. Let's see if we can get it in there. We're ready to go on that, so we'll see you guys next time at the mobile home.